What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 6 of Prop Quiz, where we pit two of your favorite people in combat sports against one another in a head-to-head trivia game. I'm your host, Long Island Luke from Main Card Minute. You guys can follow me on social media at Main Card Minute and subscribe right here on YouTube if you like the content. But enough about me. Let me introduce our two contestants. First up, the underdog from down under who outwitted the Brit to be here. He puts Vegemite on his Vegemite, and he thinks Malcolm in the Middle is a song by AC/DC. He came to bang like Tooie, and you better have a shoey on deck if he wins. From Submission Radio, it is Denis Shkuratov. Dennis, I probably butchered your last name again, but you know.
It's good. A great pronunciation. Good to be back here. It's one of my favorite shows out here, and I'm honored to have fluked my way this far.
Let's go. Appreciate you, Dennis. Let's introduce your opponent. They call him Big Aristotle, and he didn't even need one more round to finish his last opponent. He hails from the Great White North, where weed is federally legal, but I don't even think he gets high every day. He is the number 2 ranked prop quiz player in the world from CBS Sports and Shaq MMA. It is Shakiel Mahjouri. Shaq, how we doing, bud?
I'd like to think this is some sort of title eliminator, but really it's more like Ultimate Fighter audition. Maybe opening round if Dennis and I are lucky.
Opening round to get into the Ultimate Fighter. But appreciate you both for being here. I know you guys both know how to play, but for anyone new here, here's a rules video. So you guys are going to go head-to-head in a betting-themed trivia game. Similar to Jeopardy, you're going to have a board with 5 different categories to choose from, with questions ranging in difficulty from 100 to 500 points. Your 100-point questions are going to be your over-unders. So these will be 50-50 questions. You just got to choose if it's over or under. Your 200-point questions will be your money lines. Think of it like who wins the fight. These will be either-or questions. You'll also have a 50-50 chance of getting those. Your 300-point questions are going to be your methods of victory. Just like there's 3 ways to win a fight: knockout, submission, or decision. These will be questions that you have 3 choices to choose from. Your 400-point questions are going to be your singles. These will be straight-up trivia questions. No multiple choices on those. And your 500-point questions are going to be your parlays. These will be 2 to 3 part questions, and you have to get all the answers correct to get any credit. So here's how it's going to work. You guys are going to be wagering 100 points on every question. So if you answer a question correctly, you'll earn that question's point total, and you'll get to go again. If you answer a question incorrectly, you're going to lose the 100 points you wagered, and you're going to lose your turn. You're also going to have 2 bonuses that can each be used once during the game. A 50% profit boost, which will increase your question's point total by 50%, and a no-sweat bet that'll give you the opportunity to go again if you get the next question wrong, and the 100 points will not be deducted. Please note, you must announce you're using a boost before you choose the question on the board. After the board is completed, there's going to be an optional Hail Mary round in which players can wager any amount of their points on one final question for a chance to double their point total. However, if the question's answered incorrectly, you're going to lose the points you wagered. So the leading player is going to have 2 choices. They can either choose the amount of points they want to wager before the losing player chooses theirs, or they can admit they have a gambling problem and opt to sit this round out. The trailing player is then going to choose the amount of points they wish to wager and have one final chance to win it all. The player with the most points at the end will win Prop Quiz and get the esteemed title of this week's Degenerate. Classic, guys. I do have a tail of the tape graphic for you guys this week if we want to know how you stack up next to each other. So you obviously both won to get here. Shaq, you beat Gaff. Dennis, you beat Oscar Willis. So you're both 1-0, got 1,000 winning percentage. Shaq, you did get a 902 your first time around. Dennis, you got 100. Doesn't matter how you won, you got the dub, all right? Correct percentage, you guys are roughly the same, 35, 38%. Shaq did get his Hail Mary question right. Dennis, you did not. And Shaq, you did get 4 questions right in a row. But, you know, we'll see how this one plays out. Every game is different. Every fight is different, guys. You know how it goes. Let's take a look at today's topic. So, topic number 1, going to be Shaq'd in a Fool. Shaq, just a play on your name. Also, like Shaquille O'Neal segment. You know, these are going to be dumb MMA moments, low fight IQ moments, things like that. Topic number 2, All Night Raves. Shaq, I know you love EDM. Those concerts go all night. I know you're grinding away over there. So All Night Raves. These will be like fight cards that went really long or had a bunch of finishes, things like that. Topic number 3 is going to be a good old wrestling topic because I know you guys both love wrestling. Granted, I'm not a WWE guy, so I did throw a few just like actual wrestling questions in there. But either way, wrestling's topic there. Number 4 is going to be early riser. Dennis, you wake up so damn early to do half these podcasts because you're on the other side of the world. So this is an ode to you. These will be guys who earned like a quick title shot in the UFC, questions like that. And last but not least, you got to have an Australian topic in here when Dennis is here. So G'day matey. It's a little Australian like pirate themed topic there. I don't really know what I was thinking with that, but I did it.
Love it.
Guys, if you're ready, we'll get started and we'll play prop quiz.
Let's go.
So as you guys know from the first time, we do a fan vote to see who goes first, but in this round, it was no longer a blind vote, so fans knew who they were voting for. Dennis, you are the winner with 53%. It was a very close vote there. Truth be told, I'm happy you got to go first because we love an underdog here, and you are the underdog coming into this. So
I hate that Dennis is the underdog here.
Well, Shaq, you had the second best score in everyone, so there you go.
Don't let the stat lines fool you guys.
Dennis, board is yours. Please choose away.
All right, let's go. G'day matey for 200, please, Luke.
Good day, matey, for 200. Who did the last pirate, Morgan Charrier, lose to more recently? Nathaniel Wood or Chepe Mariscal?
Great question, man. I think wasn't it Chepe Mariscal?
It was Nathaniel Wood. I didn't know either.
No.
I had to click it to remember, but there you go. Shaq, back to you.
Oh man. Okay, I got to get a read. I feel like last time there was I knew I could kill that MK stuff. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna. Hey, listen, what I learned from last time is that while I'm awful at trivia, I am absolutely okay being a dirtbag. So I'm gonna treat this like you, Luke, are the referee who is officiating that Anthony Hernandez fight, and I'm just gonna assume anything goes. Whatever I can do to get an edge here, I will. But I gotta figure out where Dennis is strongest. So let's start easy. Let's go with Wrastlin. Actually, let's go early riser for 100.
Early riser for 100. How many pro MMA fights did Alex Pereira have before earning his first UFC title shot? Over under 7.5.
Okay.
Good one.
That's a good question. So I'm trying to think. I can't remember the name of the dude he beat in his debut, but I do remember the fight. I think there was one more after that before he knocked out Sean Strickland. So that's 3 UFC fights. How many fights? I think. How many fights did he have before he signed with the UFC? I don't think it was. God, this is going to be so close. I feel like he had about 7 fights before he fought Izzy. So I'm going to take the under.
He had exactly 7 fights. He was 6-1 when he got his first title fight. I believe he lost his debut, won an LFA, and then maybe won once more and then got signed, something like that. But there you go, Shaq. 100 points for you. Next question.
I'll tell you why I like this category, because I don't have to there's so few options, you know what I mean? You're scaring me with the All Night Raves thing. You're asking me to think of long stretches of time, but I'm hoping my short-term memory will hold up here. So let's go early riser 200.
Early riser 200. Michael Chandler earned a title shot after beating Dan Hooker in his UFC debut on which card? Poirier McGregor 2 or Poirier McGregor 3?
Poirier McGregor 2.
Correct. Poirier
Wait,
McGregor 2 in January of 2021.
I don't know why I got this on the side screen. It must not look here. Right. I'm not cheating, guys. I had the right side there. Let me center everything for you. Let's keep the stretch going, man. 300.
Early riser 300. How many ranked wins did Sean O'Malley have before earning a title shot against Aljamain Sterling? 1, 2, or 3?
Okay, so there's Piotr Jan, so that's 1. Lost to Cheeto. Okay, so Sean was number 10 when he beat Piotr Jan. So that must mean he beat somebody to get into the top 15. So I'm going to split the difference and go 2.
Nailed it. Howlin' Paiva was, and it was tricky because Howlin' Paiva was a flyweight, moved up to bantamweight to fight Kyler Phillips, who was ranked, beat Kyler Phillips, got the ranking, then they booked him against Sean O'Malley. So a little wonky there, but you did get it correct. Board is still yours, Shaq.
Okay, can you remind me real quick what the deal is with our 2 bonuses here before I forget?
So the no sweat, if you choose that, even if you get the next question wrong, you get no points negated and you keep going. If you use the 50%, it boosts that total by 50%. So if you do a 400 question, it would be worth 600, for example.
All right, we're gonna play it safe. I want to take the 500 on early riser, but I'm gonna use the negate situation here because
All
I
right,
want to.
so
I want to lose this lead.
No sweat, early riser, 500. Holly Holm had 2 UFC wins before taking on Ronda Rousey for the women's bantamweight title. Who were the 2 opponents she
Thank
beat?
God. Okay, 2 UFC wins before taking on Ronda Rousey. I know she made her debut against Rocky Pennington. Well, who is that second one? Oh, is it oh God, what's her name? Was it Betch Kohea? Oh,
Her debut was Marion Renault. Rocky got her the
yeah.
title shot after that.
I'll
But
take
that wasn't no sweat, so you don't lose points, and you are still up, Shaq.
Okay, I'm starting to get antsy here. We're gonna play the safe for a second. So let's move to Wrastlin for 100.
Wrestling for 100. Habib set the UFC takedown record against Abel Trujillo in 2013. How many takedowns did he land? Over under 20 and a half.
Oh man, that's a crazy stat, bro. Okay, so knowing you, it's like either 20 or 21.
You got to set the over under at a good spot.
I want to say it was like 19 for some reason, but hold up. Let me think this through. 20s and 21 would be insane. What is that? Like 9 around? No, 7, 8. You see, 7 around. 7. I failed senior year math. Some people were calling me out in the comments for the Hail Mary, but it is what it is, you know.
It's all right.
I still made it work. Let's go under.
So it was 21, dude.
Insane.
Crazy. Dennis, back to you.
All right, man. Let's go wrestling for 200.
Wrestling for 200. Who did former UFC/WWF star Dan Severn lose to first in the UFC? Ken Shamrock or Hoist Gracie?
I believe it was Ken Shamrock, wasn't it?
Now, so he lost to both of them, but he lost to Hoist at UFC 4. He lost to Ken at UFC 6. Yeah, it was tricky. Shaq, back
All
to
right, back Shaq.
Dennis, does this game make you question like how well you know the thing you've spent most of your life working so hard?
These are hard.
I do that thing, you know, like when I prepare for shows, I like have a spot in my brain and I just put the stuff in there for that specific show, but then I take everything else in my brain and put it in, I don't know, it's this weird thing I do. So I know nothing, brother. It's just like the stuff that I need to know in the moment.
That's why you're the dark
Let's
horse.
go Shacked and a fool for 100.
Shacked and a fool for 100. How many consecutive UFC wins did Petr Yan have before throwing an illegal knee against Aljamain Sterling at UFC 259? Over under 6.5.
Good question.
Consecutive wins. Fuck. Who did he fight even? I'm gonna go. Okay, so obviously nothing before the regional scene count. Nothing in the regional scene counts. So
Yeah, just UFC.
wins. I'm trying to think if he had even lost a fight before then, and I don't know that he had. So literally the only person I can think of him fighting and beating before Aljo was. Oh, well, there would have been Corey Sandhagen because it was an interim fight. You also had Uriah Faber. That's 2. I feel like it didn't take him 7 fights. I'm going to go with the under.
It did take him 7 fights. Also, the Sandhagen fight was after the Aljo fight.
Yeah,
I'm also blanking on who he fought. Uriah Faber, Jimmy Rivera. Those are 2 I can remember right there.
Jimmy.
I can't remember much
Rivera.
outside
He
of
beat the
that.
shit out of Jimmy Rivera. That was a good fight.
Dennis, back to you.
All right, man. Let's go good day, mate, for 300.
Good day, matey, for 300. Which fighter did Steve Urseg beat in New York? David Dvorak, Alessandro Costa, or Matt Schnell?
Oh, good question. And by the way, Steve Ersic, shout out to him. He's a great dude, and hopefully he can get back in motion and get back to those Pantoja ways
Hell yeah.
sometime soon. Ooh, good question, man. So it was a little bit earlier in New York. I feel like it was Matt Schnell that he beat.
I believe Schnell was
No.
at the apex. It was Alessandro Costa. That was a
Uh,
really tough one. I never would have got that. That's just straight guessing on my end.
Luke just feels bad for me at this
Yeah,
point. He's
you know,
just like,
but
hey, man, don't feel bad about
You
yourself,
know,
kid.
do we have time for a quick story?
of course.
Yeah. So we were at the sorry, I've been working all day. My brain's mush. We were at the Masvidal Diaz card in New York. It was my second time meeting Dennis and Casper. And at some point they mentioned in passing, like, hey, a bunch of us are gonna go over to the Hooters and work. We'll just, it's near it. We love boobs. Was the first thing they told me. It's close to MSG. We're gonna go there. We're gonna work. I'd never been to a Hooters, but they didn't explicitly invite me. They just said like, oh, we're going. And I know now that they're like chill dudes and I could have just tagged along, but I felt bad about it. So I sat
Ah,
on the subway station floor uploading my footage while these guys were all eating chicken wings and staring at honkers. And who the fuck does Dennis get a photo with on the way out but Sean Evans? Also, why is Sean Evans at a Hooters? Does he not eat enough
Testing
wings?
sauces. There you go. You just said it right there. Why? My
dude,
real
that
question
that
is,
that Hooters was going off. There was Sean Evans. I think Izzy was in the building. But dude, you're always welcome. Next time, let's make sure we go to Hooters together, Shaq.
That
That's on my bucket list of things for us to do
I
together.
think I came the second time. It's weird how it's basically the only place you guys worked from that weekend.
Shaq, you
Yeah,
literally could have
we
picked
work from there.
anywhere else to sit besides the subway floor too, and that would have been
I
better.
didn't.
But
I
yeah.
was Luke Thomas hadn't put me up on game yet about these subway stations. It was there. They had Wi-Fi.
Shaq, I believe you're up, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to hit my. I'm gonna take my other bonus on early riser for 400.
50% boost on early riser, so this will be worth 600 if you get it
Ooh.
correct. Which fighter got a title shot in their UFC debut at UFC 222?
Got a title shot in there. So okay, sorry, they got the title shot as their UFC debut.
Correct.
Okay, that winds it down to a very small number of
Mm.
people. I'm trying to place like how long ago UFC 222 would have been. I feel like that would help.
It's like roughly 3 years ago, right? Because isn't it three? Oh no, I'm butchering that. 5 years ago.
Okay, let's think who has. Michael Chandler was a backup. He didn't actually get it. Kaya Sakura is the most recent one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think of the dude who filled in for Henan Barao against TJ Dillashaw, but I feel like that was longer than 5 years ago. How long have I been in the industry? I feel like that was too long ago. So I don't think it's Joe Soto. I feel like that was like 189 or something. So who's left? On the UFC debut. Okay, so heavyweight. Brock didn't. I feel like he had. Did Brock? No, because he fought Heath Herring first. God, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna. I'm blanking, so I'm just gonna hit you with Joe Soto.
It was a tricky one. Yana Kunitskaya against Chris Cyborg. Fun fact, that was the first fight I've ever bet on in my life. I bet on Yana Kunitskaya because she was plus 1,000 as an underdog, and I thought there's a lot of value there. So, yeah. Sorry, Dennis, back to you.
All right, man. Let's get on the board here. Let's go. Good day, matey, for 100.
Good day, matey, for 100. How many UFC wins does the pirate Shara Magomedov, Shara Bullet, have? Over under 4.5.
By the way, I saw they wanted to do that Paulo Costa fight and it didn't come through. Man, that would have been a fun fight,
know.
right?
That's
Shara
perfect
versus
fight.
Costa. Let's get something like that going. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, he's had an interesting run of the UFC as well. Dude, it's definitely, it's a Luke Nocita special where it's definitely around that number. I want to say that he had he's had a couple of good wins there, but yeah, he had that recent loss. I'm gonna go with I feel like it's over. I feel like it's just over.
Nailed it. Just over 5. I would personally, I would have got that wrong. I would have thought it was under. I feel like he's only had 5 UFC fights, and like you mentioned, he's got that loss MVP. You know, I just would have thought that. But good on you. You're still up.
Huh? Minus 200. Delivering for all the people down under. All right, how about this? Wrestling for 300. What do we got?
Wrestling for 300. Which of these 3 fighters has Ken Shamrock beaten? Tito Ortiz, Bas Rutten, or Don Fry?
All right, well, he's beaten T. I mean, he's lost to Tito. So he's beaten the other 2 then, I guess, right? So
No,
it's
he's only
which,
beaten one
which,
of them, to be fair. He's only beaten one of them.
okay, so which one did he beat? Dude, you know what's interesting? I'm friends with Bas Rutten, and I'm trying to think through his record as well. Him and Ken would have been at Pancreas in Japan around the same time. So I think it was Bas Rutten that he beat. And was it after that that Bas started doing jiu-jitsu on his wife and stuff in the middle of the night? Yeah.
That I don't know, but you nailed it with Bass in Pancrase and all that. He was 0-3 against Tito and 0-1 against Don Fry in Pride. So
Had a thing against Brian Knobs, one of the nasty boys, and went into his hotel room, mounted him, and beat the crap out of him one night after he made a joke about him.
Wait, Ken Shamrock?
Ken Shamrock, yeah.
Nice.
Interesting character. Was supposed to have a great WWF run, but kept going in and out of MMA. But apparently they loved him there, and he had a great program with The Rock where he copped a chair to the face. Anyway, just some side stuff. All right.
Should have put more WWE questions in here.
I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more.
I remember those more because that's not as much of work stuff, you know. All right, so let's go to Good Day Matey for 400, please, Luke.
Good Day Matey for 400. Colby Thickness lost his UFC debut to the brother of which UFC champion?
Ilya Topuria, yeah, Colby Thickness.
Correct.
Yeah,
Shaq, I'm curious.
Next week.
Shaq, I'm curious if you would have got that, or is that just an
Easy.
Aussie question?
That's so recent.
All right.
Also, like the reason that sticks, I'm not trying to be a baby, but the reason why that sticks out actually is because it was on a relatively nothing card, and Ilya's brother debuting. Was it a pay-per-view? Yeah, but wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It was
it like a
one. It was the
flyweight main event or something?
No, it was Strickland DDP too.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Well, the reason it sticks out is because you had like Volk's teammate taking on Ilya's brother.
Yeah.
And I think I did an interview with Ilya's brother, and it actually did more traffic than everything but DDP that week.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got something weird going on. Is it like, do they buy like views and followers every time they do anything? It's like an insane amount of like engagement. I don't get it. But I spent some time with Colby Thickness going into that fight. He started training with Volk when he was like 15. And fun fact, he's in a great music video with a group called the Hilltop Hoods, who's kind of like the biggest hip hop group out of Australia. They did like toured with Eminem. They're massive stadium, did some big arena and stadium shows here. And he's in the new video with Alex Okonovsky at an old gym where I used to work and train called Absolute.
Dude, that's
Dennis,
sick.
Didn't you go to that concert that was like Eminem, J. Cole, Kendrick on one? That is insane.
Shaq. So 2 crazy Eminem lineups. It was J. Cole, Action Bronson, Kendrick Lamar, and Eminem. And then the other one was something else. And the Hilltop Hoods were on one of those shows. It was insane, man.
That's sick.
Anyway, by the way, Eminem live, fantastic. All right, anyway, let's keep
so good.
Yeah, so underrated, man. Rap God can do it word for word. All right, let's go. All Night Raves. I want to see what Shaq's all about for 100.
All Night Raves for 100. How many UFC cards are tied for the record 11 finishes on one card? Over under 4.5.
Because we just had a card which had a bunch of finishes on it. So was that 11?
Yeah, that tied the record. So now that's one of the many that tied the record.
You know what's funny? We've had so much bullshit from the UFC lately in terms of the cards that they put together. You know, I'm going to Perth to do this thing, and they've got like 16 fights on this card, right, Shaq? Like, how am I going to survive this thing? It's going to be insane. Like in a
I
bad
saw
way,
MMA
but...
Fighting put out a headline like UFC blah 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 down to 14, and I'm like, only?
Yeah, because we lost Junior Tafa. That fight's off. So
I saw a headline. It's like biggest UFC card of all time. But like in terms of the number of fights, not the actual fights. Anyway, like yeah, that's why I'm flying 5 hours to cover it. So by myself, no one else is going to be there. So they're probably going to pull my credentials up to watching this. I'm going to go for under Luke.
Oh wait, I hit you with the buzzer, but you were correct. Sorry, sorry.
Oh, that's
False alarm
crazy.
there. False alarm there. It was four.
I
So it was
mean,
a.
I wish I was wrong, right? I wish I was wrong, fellas, and everybody watching.
I
I
just
wish
hit
I
the
was.
wrong thing. It was a fight night in 2014, UFC 224, UFC 281, and 2 weeks ago, UFC Paris was the card that tied it. So there you go.
Yeah, insane, insane. And by the way, why don't they just put on that Lopez Silva fight this weekend when there's no
Oh my
fights
God, I
and it
know.
doesn't compete with
Okay.
Canelo and Crawford? What is going on, man? It's so silly. The decision making sometimes is very silly. I'm sorry. Okay, and let's go G'day matey for 500.
I had to go the way of Sean Zittel, bro. You gotta be careful.
Jimmy Crute has 2 draws in the UFC. Who did they come against?
Oh, good question, man. I think like one of them was Jamal Hill, maybe. I'm trying to think. Was it Jamal Hill? And was one of them like Paul Craig?
Those are the final answers? I
Yeah.
guess so. You said them, yeah. It was Hidalgo Bellato and Alonzo Menifield. Jamal Hill knocked him out, I think, right? I'm trying to remember that
He
fight.
fought Paul Craig. Did he beat him?
Yeah, he Kimura'd Paul Craig, I think. He definitely
That's
subbed
right.
Paul
Yeah.
Craig.
He's back. He's back this weekend. He had some mental health problems, and he's just from around this way. And let's see what he can do.
Yeah,
Dana White was huge on him.
I'm rooting for him. And he got bumped to the co-main now that Junior Tough was out, so big spot for him. Shaq, you're up.
This addition subtraction thing makes this game so chaotic.
I know.
It, I'm having a heel turn in real time. Did you deduct Dennis's points?
Yeah, he had 600
Oh,
and I
is it-
took 100.
Oh, it's 100 each. You're right. You're right. You're right. My bad. I'm trying to get at whatever boost I can here. All right. Let's go wrestling for 400.
Wrestling for 400. Which 2016 Olympic silver medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling from Denmark went 4-2 in the UFC before retiring in 2024?
Danish Olympic wrestler.
Ooh. Who would that be? That's crazy.
Bro, I could not tell you.
I almost left out Denmark in this question too, and I thought that might make it too hard, so I added in Denmark. But
Oh, I'll be honest, bro. I got nothing for you.
it is Mark O'Madsen. He actually has his own MMA promotion in Denmark now. You guys don't remember Mark O'Madsen? A lot of hype around him. He fought Clay Guida. I think he lost to Clay Guida. He fought Jared
Did they
Gordon.
build him up? Did they build him up as the Olympic silver medalist and stuff?
Yeah, but I think he lost, don't quote me, either his second UFC fight or his third. So, the hype kind of died quick. But and he was also, he joined the UFC at like 35 or something. So he kind of had no real hope of doing much. But I was hyped on him.
And I will tell you something, Greco-Roman wrestling is the crapper version of the wrestling for MMA styles. I'm sorry, everybody out there. It's just true. They don't utilize most of the techniques that you need for MMA. And did he get beat by Clay Guida, you said?
I remember there being an upset, and I want to say it was Clay Guida.
Carpenter beat him. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
like
That guy's
outgassed.
like a high school wrestler. Anyway,
Dennis, you're up.
You're up, Dennis.
let's go, man. Whoa, we really got through a lot of these. All right, let's go wrestling for 500.
Wrestling for 500. Name both of CM Punk's UFC opponents.
Easy, man. Mickey Gall.
This is so easy for 500.
Yeah, so we got Mickey Gall.
And who's the other guy?
uh,
See, this is why it's hard, Shaq.
Nah, it's easy. It's easy.
The other guy, and
Actually, now that I'm thinking it, I only got half his name in my brain.
yes. So here's a story for you guys. The other guy actually worked for me and with me in Casper. We hired him, and he was our videographer for one of the New York UFCs because
Isn't it?
there were some problems with getting a videographer. So he actually, after fighting and beating CM Punk, was our videographer. And his name,
Well, this is making it worse if you're struggling, Dennis.
he's
I
a
feel like-
nice guy, but I haven't spoken to him for a while. Come on, Mickey Gall, and this is gonna kill me, man, because this is a big one. Come on, man. It is Mickey Gall, and this dude, I can't remember his name. Mickey Gall and he loves paper straws. Mickey Gall and
It's wild how
we
many
went to Michael
details you know
Rappaport's
about
house
this man's
together.
life
We went to
except
Michael
for his
Rapp.
name.
We went to Michael Rappaport's house together. I took him with me. Dude, I can't remember. What is it?
Is it Matt
Mike Jackson.
Jackson?
Mike Jackson.
Very, very
King of
generic
pop.
name, so easy to forget. But Dennis, you're right though. He was like an MMA media guy. He was a photographer, all this stuff. I remember them saying
He was
that
on the
when they
MMA
fought.
beat once. If I don't miss.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He
was a guy.
actually, he's a great guy, but he really didn't utilize, like, this is not a guy, like, he was in a great spot to really put himself, had a good run in the UFC, and I think he was just too nice of a guy to utilize the position that he was in. And even in that fight with CM Punk, I just wish he would have tried a little harder just to finish him and just, like, make a statement in that fight. And then afterwards, he had an opportunity to fight a bunch of guys, but he just didn't really pull the trigger. I feel bad for the guy, man, because he's a good dude, but he's just too good of a dude.
Yeah.
I've truly never heard someone know so much and have such a high opinion of someone and not know their name, Dennis.
Same. Dude, I can't remember anything. Anyway.
Could you remind me what Shacked a Fool is all about?
Just like low fight IQ MMA moments.
Oh, that's this episode of Pop Quiz in a nutshell. Give me that for 500. Let's just start throwing Hail Marys
Here
here.
we go.
All right. Brian Ortega rolled his ankle just before the start of his 2024 co-main event rematch with Yair Rodriguez in Mexico. What other rematch headlined that card?
I can tell you so many more other things about that except the question that you asked. Uh, another rematch headlined that card. So they ended up fighting in Mexico. This card was in Long Island, I think.
Correct. And it was a no contest in the main event
Yeah.
and then the rematch in Mexico.
So who would you have?
Or sorry, it was an injury. It wasn't a no contest. Injury.
Yeah, he was jumping up and down like a silly bean. Brian Ortega might one of my such a great fighter. When he's on, that rise was insane. But I love the guy every time we talk. It's a good conversation. But boy, does he do some weird shit. Okay, Long Island, maybe someone from that region.
No, wait. So just to reiterate, Shaq, this was the Mexico card.
Oh, this was the Mexico.
Their
card.
first fight was on
I
Long
see.
Island, but this
Yeah,
was
and
the
he
rematch.
for the shoulder, and that was the shoulder, I think.
Yes.
Or his knee or something.
Whatever it was an injury, so they rematched.
Yeah, okay, so they're in Mexico. Oh, was this? No, that was a headliner. That was 5 rounds. I want to say it was like some. If you're in Mexico, you have like a Moreno on there or something. Moreno, a Grasso. But I know him versus Moreno Royval was 5 rounds. I think. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna give you Moreno versus Royval.
You nailed it. I don't know if you were confused by the
Oh.
question, but you were on it, and I was
He
going.
did it.
No,
If he
I got
doesn't
it. I
say
just
this,
could
I'm
have
going to feel
sworn that
really
was a
bad.
5-round main event, Brandon.
It
Oh, because it got
was.
replaced. You're right. I got you.
Yeah,
I'm so
no.
on the same page.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
but where did Ortega and Rodriguez fight then when he got
read the
knocked
question.
out near the?
So
No, I got you. Okay.
All right.
For the
So
start of his 20.
they fought in Long
Oh.
Island. He got the injury. Then they ran it
Oh,
back
that
in
was
the
the co-main.
co-main of Mexico.
You see,
and
because
it was
all
a-
I can remember from that fight was how crazy Ortega Yair was. So I think I just got it in my head that was the main event.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I
Shaq,
got you.
you're still
I don't
up.
know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going. I never know what's going on. Let's go Shacked a Fool 400. We'll just keep rolling here.
Shacked a Fool 400. With his foot compromised, Michael Chandler got the stool pulled out from under him shortly after losing a Bellator title fight to who in 2017?
Brent Primus.
Nailed it. That's one of the funnier MMA moments. It was in New York, and the state athletic commission guy just literally pulls the stool out right when Michael Chandler goes to sit down after he loses the fight and loses his title. Pretty embarrassing, but yeah.
I want to live my life with the confidence that Michael Chandler has that he's going to get this Conor McGregor fight. Or
Oh
at the
my God.
very least, the confidence with which Kelvin Gastelum poses on a scale after missing middleweight by like 5 rounds.
Shaq, you're still.
Yeah, we'll take Shacked a Fool 300. I think this is my lane.
Weidman threw some spinning shit and got taken down by Rockhold en route to losing his title at which UFC pay-per-view? 194, 195, or 196?
That's crazy that you just put 3 consecutive pay-per-views back to back, bro.
I'll explain it once we get the answer, because it was to cause some trickery.
Yeah, I'm just going to go 194 and call it a day. I have no idea.
You got it. And the reason I put 3 consecutive is because 194 was McGregor Aldo and 196 was McGregor Diaz 1. So I was thinking, if you remember McGregor headlined the card, maybe you would confuse it, but yeah.
I'm perpetually confused, bro.
That was for 300. Damn, Shaq, running away with it right now.
Okay. I'm not trying to be smarmy. I just really, truly think I'm awful at trivia. So when this shit happens, I'm just confused and I don't really know how to like project it outwardly. So take it for what you will. Shaq wait. It might be time to be an asshole. Do I take the 500 and just wipe it off the board? Is what I'm asking
Do it,
myself
man.
here.
Throw the Hail Mary on it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be it. Oh, good point. Okay, let's go Shackton a full 200. I'll blame you later if this all goes south.
Andre Soccer Mom had Sean O'Malley unable to stand, yet chose to go to the ground with him rather than make him stand up. What year was that fight? 2017 or 2018?
Classic moment. I can't believe I forgot about that. Okay, this will be a dart, but let's try and rationalize it. We are now in 2025. Did that happen 7 years ago? Where was Sugar Sean 7 years ago? Did he have rainbow hair yet? Was he tatted up like crazy? Or is this like white meat Sean O'Malley?
I think he didn't have dyed hair.
How long is Contender Series? Okay, okay, wait. I know how I'm gonna go about this. I distinctly remember where I was when the first season of Contender Series started launching because I was on a trip in Whistler, Canada at like a timeshare. That would have been around the time I was going to... This is getting so weird and meta. This would have been about the time I was going to South Africa for some like relief work, which I did in like 2016 and 2019. We won an auction for the timeshare at a gala dinner for the charity, which puts us around 2017 or 2018. I'm gonna go 2018.
I love how that story just went nowhere.
Yeah, just to end up on the same team. It was actually the same card we mentioned earlier, UFC 222, headlined by Chris Cyborg and Yana Kunitskaya. Yeah. Good on you for that, Shaq. You're still up.
All right. I'm at a loss here. Let's take All Night Raves for 500.
All Night Raves for 500. UFC 263 holds the record for the longest event, including 11 decisions. Yet it also had the fastest finish in UFC lightweight history. Who finished who?
Oh, you got to get both parts of that.
Just both fighters, yeah.
Yeah. 263. I got no clue, man. Dennis, do you have an inclination here?
I have a feeling I know who it is for once.
I'm gonna officially say I don't know, and I'm gonna let Dennis take a shot just to prove this.
Was it
for no points, but...
Yeah, for no points. But yeah, of course for no points.
No, lightweight history, Dennis.
Lightweight. Okay, sorry, I have no idea.
It was actually Long Island's own on the receiving end of it. It was Terrence McKinney knocking out Matt Frevola in 7 seconds. It was Terrence McKinney's UFC debut. Pretty wild stuff there. Dennis, you are up, but I want to remind you, you have both bonuses, so definitely use those, or at least one of them right here.
Let's use one of the bonus. What's the one where it doubles it?
The 50%.
Yeah, let's go the 400 for the 50 here.
All right, so this will be worth 600 if you get it correct. The UFC 304 card began at 3 a.m. local time in which country?
I think I know this.
Is that in the UK, in London?
Correct. England. I mean, you said everything but England, but I knew what you meant. You got it right there. That's 400 points, Dennis. This is getting interesting.
Wasn't that was that the Manchester card with Aspinall Blades and Leon?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like Leon.
Oh,
with the
he.
sleep
Oh, all right. Because he
coach
said
and all this
London.
kind
I
of
see.
stuff.
I see what you're saying.
No. I'm not. Listen, I'm an asshole and I'm weirdly competitive about prop quiz, but Dennis gets those points.
He knows he's like 1,000 points up. He doesn't care.
No, the
What's
Hail
other
Mary is
thing?
going to make this interesting. I'm telling you. Also, Dennis, don't forget to use your no sweat as well. So.
All right, I'll use my no sweat on the 300, please.
All right. There you go. UFC 251 was the second longest main card in UFC history. Who defended their belt in the co-main event? Alexander Volkanovski, Piotr Jan, or Rose Namajunas?
Ooh.
They all fought on the card. That's my hint.
Right.
Oh, interesting.
UFC 251. It's got to in the co-main event. It's got to be is it Rose Namajunas?
It was actually
Piotr Jan.
Volk Max.
What?
Yeah.
What?
The main
Oh, they
main
were the
event.
co-main event?
Yeah, main event was Usman Masvidal, co-main Volk Max 2, and then Piotr Jan against Jose Aldo for the vacant bantamweight title, and then Rose fought Jessica Andrade in a non-title fight on the main card. It was the rematch.
For some reason, I thought Alex was in the main event against Max. I didn't think it was going to be the co-main.
No, I think all three of theirs were co-main because I have their first fight on a poster behind me, and it was the co-main, and that was Usman Covington 1.
Good times.
Dennis, you're still on the board though because that was a no sweat. So.
Cool. Let's go. 200, last one.
A card headlined by a rematch between Verdum and Nogueira in 2013 holds the record for most submissions on a card with 8. Which submission occurred more that night? Rear naked choke or armbar?
It's going to be rear naked choke, right?
So that's a tricky question. It was actually armbar. There were 3 arm bars on that card. 2 arm triangles, a triangle, a rear naked choke, and a knee bar. But there you go. Gents.
The lower percentage one.
It's 800 to 1,500, but that doesn't mean you guys still can't come back and make it interesting here. Remember, the Hail Mary is for whatever you wager, you're going to earn double that. So, Shaq, because you are in the lead, you choose first what you're going to wager, and then Dennis can choose.
This is so dramatic, and I love that. And I just know your audience is going to come get me, especially because I'm doing this twice now. I don't think you deducted 100 points from Dennis. He didn't have any bonuses left on that last question.
Oh, all right. Good call. Fair enough.
But now,
no,
I'm
he can
so
still
sorry,
win.
Dennis.
He can still.
Oh,
Yeah. So if he wagers, let's say 500, it's to win 1,000. So like it'll double.
Listen,
what
I'll
you
take
win.
any. I'll take any lead I can get here. All right, I don't feel as bad anymore. Sorry. So I get to go first.
So you get to choose what you're going to wager, and then Dennis will actually answer first.
Okay, so I was put up on game after my 1-point wager last time. Apparently, that wasn't the responsible decision to make. So, if I understand this correctly, I probably should have revisited. Then let's bust out the calculator here. So you're telling me Dennis can win what? A maximum of 1,200?
He can win. He can finish with 2,100 if he wagers his 700, and then it'll double, so it'd be 1,400 added to his already 700.
Oh yeah, okay. Because the 500 is yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Don't ignore that.
Yeah. And then the minimum he has to spend to beat me. You just want to do the math for me here, buddy?
Well, I need to figure out what you're gonna wager in order to find out the minimum.
If I don't wager anything, what's the minimum Dennis has to wager to beat me?
Shit. I got to do math now too. I don't know. 300, 400,
I'm
400.
taking this way too seriously.
If he wagers,
but there is an actual
400.
prize at the end of this. So
That's true. If he wagers 400, that would be to win 800. That would actually tie you. So he's got to do 401 or more to beat you right now.
101. And he can finish with a maximum of
2,100.
2,100. Okay, so I'm trying to get over 2,100 if I want to keep this safe. And to do that, I'd have to. So I'm so tired. Whatever I wager's doubled, right? So
Yeah,
if
so
I
you'd have
wager
to
300,
wager
I would
Yeah.
get to 2100.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you want to beat 2100.
Yes,
Just in case.
yes. All right. Well, then let's just keep. What's Mike Heck's record again? Do I have a chance here?
3,800. So if you wager all your points, you could beat it. But
Nah, seriously, yeah, right. There's a reason Mike Heck's not on his way to the finals of Pop Quiz. You feel me? All right, let's just do the same bullshit I always do. Let's go with a 301 point wager.
okay, 301. So to be to win 602 if you get it correct. Dennis, you have 700 points. How many would you like to wager?
Just wager it all, brother.
Wager it all. I love it. Dennis, we're gonna make you. We're gonna
Being a
make you
normal
answer
human being.
first,
Yeah.
since you got it. The UFC returns to Perth next week. You'll be there. Who were the last two fighters to headline a UFC event in Perth?
Great question, man. Yep. So we're going back to Perth. What was the last one in Perth? So the last one in Sydney was DDP and Strickland. So Perth was DDP and Israel.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. I didn't even know if you got that right. I had to reveal it to make sure. That puts you at 2,100, Dennis. So this is going to get real interesting here. Shaq, you got the same
Let's
exact
do it, man.
question,
That's
just your hometown version. The UFC returns to Vancouver in October. Who were the last two fighters to headline a UFC event in Vancouver?
Oh man, why am I drawing a blank on this? Okay. I'm trying to think who was I has it been that I feel like my like soul wants to tell me there's been a fight night since the last pay-per-view that was here. And the last pay-per-view that was here was headlined by Amanda Nunes and Irina Aldana. But give me a second. So I've been 289 and we're coming up on like what, 320 now? Okay. I went and I gotta do my weird shit again. I interviewed Cyril Gane's manager. Why was he there? Probably because Nasruddin was fighting. I saw Nick Sick in the lobby because Chris Curtis was fighting. But I think it was the same day I interviewed Beneil. I got dinner with Aaron Bronstetter.
Is there a time limit here?
Yeah, we'll give you 10 more seconds here.
Okay. I feel like it was a shitty fight night because we don't get anything good.
That's like all of them, though.
Yeah. Man, I'm out. I'm gonna say Nunes Aldana, but I know that there was a fight night after that.
There was not a fight night after that. You fucking nailed it. Amanda Nunes, Irene Aldana. It was UFC 289. You might be thinking of the Edmonton fight night.
I never know what I'm thinking as
All right,
this experience has taught me.
Guys, this was a great episode because it really came down to the end. 2102 for Shaq to 2100 for Dennis. Dennis, I'm sorry that what's like
Mike
the Survivor
Jackson.
line? The
Mike
tribe
Jackson
must
let
move
me
on.
down.
Yeah. Mike Jackson did let you down, but dude, you knew him, which was the worst part. I feel really bad when you know him and you have it right there. As a reminder to everyone, Shaq will now be moving on to face BC to become the inaugural champion of the Prop Quiz tournament, and $100 will be on the line, $100 US, Shaq. I know you're Canadian. Courtesy of Sleeto. You guys can follow both these guys on social media. I'll have the links below in the description. Go check out Shaq on Shaq MMA and CBS Sports, and go check out Dennis on Submission Radio. He'll be in Perth next week doing live coverage all week, so check that out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw. I'll catch you guys next week for the championship finale of Prop Quiz. Peace.
Got the big hot picks that ought to hit with the parlays to get the best money. I'm a bet, small time on Max.